And it really is true because we are neighbors, and you've heard this before, because I grew up a couple of valleys over in South Courtright. Pat and I really wanted to come down, and when John made the invitation, it was very sincere, and we want to make sure that what we do here has significance. I just met with some very passionate people from the lodging group, and there's concerns about things that are going on, and I was reminded that we can make things happen quickly. Well, we're not perfect either, and I guess we're guilty of having a couple other ski areas where we try to do things one way, but that doesn't mean that's exactly the way we have to do it here. We have to understand how it works here, what's good for people, what's good for the overnighter, what's good for the day traffic person, and we will make it work. It's not without pain sometimes, but as you have challenges, so do we. We're going to meet them. But what we do have going for us is a beautiful facility. It really is a beautiful mountain. Pat, I took you across the valley over to Owls, the Owls, is it Owls? Owls Nest. So we could look at it and he could get a view of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful mountain. And we have a wonderful staff there, the core of what's going to make us successful. And Tom is running that facility, and I call him up, his heart is into it. He wants to do the right things. And I appreciate what he's doing. And Tim is here tonight, and Joe McCracken. We've got a great crew up there. We are going to get through this. It's a tough transition. We only started November 17th. And so we're barely a couple of months into it. And so I apologize if it's not perfect, but we want to make it better. We are going to make it better. It's going to be a great success story. There's communities that go from this side of the mountain all the way over to Delaware County. We're going to make it successful. So give us your ideas and your suggestions. We will listen. We're going to try to make it better. And we've got, we're going to make it, we've got President's Week coming up, and we're going to make some changes for that too. And let's just kick it the rest of the year. And thanks for being so hospitality to us. I'm a little nervous right now because hospitable to us. Thank you. You must have been an English professor in school. But this is a great gathering. We're humbled, actually, Pat, to see all these folks here. Thank you for your support, and let's just keep the pedal to the metal and keep trying to make things better. Okay.
Ask some questions?
Okay.
So much for the warm fuzzy.
As John said, just one or two.
Exactly.
Okay.
Is ORDA a private organization, or is Belleayre still state-run?
Okay. The transfer from the DEC to ORDA. ORDA is a public benefit corporation, which is an authority in the state of New York. We are a New York State entity. Yes, we are. It's still forest preserve land. Yes?
Yeah. Could you maybe give us a little bit of what your vision might include for Belleayre, making it like a year-round destination possibly?
Okay. Yes. Right now, of course, we're focused on winter activities, but we know that in the area, there's a lot of cultural activities that take place in the summertime. There's a beach. We want to use what we have, our marketing group, to try to bring up people here year round. So while we're focused on the winter, I think we will learn what opportunities there are moving forward into the off-season months, and how we can use that facility for other functions and facilities, activities outside of what's going on presently. Yes.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
You have a question?
Well, a question
one statement. We do have the music conservatory in the summer, which is part of Belleayre. That's one big thing. The other thing is, I listen to WGY in the morning, and I hear these great advertisements for Gore and Whiteface. Any way to slide Belleayre in there?
Well, yeah, good point. And you know, I have to tell you, when we came into this, and where's Joe? We came into this without any resources, any marketing. There was no marketing budget last year, right?
No, I know.
So when we came into this, we really didn't have much to go on, and we've been using operational revenues to try to support marketing initiatives. And WGY, 810 WGY in Schenectady.
Not here.
What's that?
Not here.
What is it?
No, you can't get it.
Oh, you can't get it here.
Some of us can get it, who live up in Denver, New York, in,
81.
you know, Fleischmann's and Margaretville area,
Yeah.
we can get that, as well as Price Chopper ads, including.
Is 810 WGY,
Yes.
you think it's,
Yes.
well, I can speak with Joe afterwards to see if there's any resources we can put in towards that.
ABC also does a ski report on Thursday mornings where they mention Whiteface and Gore.
And the Weather
Mount
Channel.
Snow and Philly.
Yeah, okay, I'm sorry, but those are probably pre-existing, long-lasting relationships that have been happening. You probably heard them years before, right? Okay, we're not trying to ignore Belleayre, we're trying to deal with what we have, that we can work with this year. And as I said, we only started November 17th, and we didn't start with a lot of money in the pocket. So we're trying to do what we can to promote as we can. And as we go into the next year, our budgets are going to be different, and our focuses obviously will be different as we develop our marketing plan. That'll be working together with all the other two ski areas.
I got a question. We got our guests from northern New Jersey and Long Island, and in the previous years, Belleayre used to advertise down in those areas. I know we can't do it this year,
Yeah.
but in the future, are you going to advertise Belleayre in Jersey, in New York City, and Long Island?
Well, that's where the bread and butter is.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
One more.
One more.
Two more.
Yes, we'll take a couple. Yes, Supervisor.
I know you briefly touched on summer activities and outside of the ski season. What is the realistic possibility of mountain biking activities at Belleayre, considering all the discussion of rail trail and interconnectivity with the rail trail, and considering the 1,200 acres that are currently waiting for designation by the DEC?
Okay, so there are probably some of that acreage will be, that'll probably be married up to Belleayre. You know, a portion of it, I don't know how much. There's, the DEC will be determining that, and I don't know if there's public vetting on it or not.
Yes.
There's, okay.
There will be.
Just a second, I'm not quite done. But mountain biking obviously is an activity that would coincide greatly with how that facility is set up. Now, it's, you know, is it just going to be on the Nordic trails and combining down in with down by the beach area? I don't know. I can only tell you that as far as like Whiteface goes, if Whiteface, if we just had to run a lift for mountain biking, we wouldn't do it because it wouldn't pay off. But that's not to say it wouldn't work here. So we'd have to look at, you know, how that might all work out. But if you look at how you could link all this together and, you know, work your way down in towards, because all this links together with the rail line. It's a huge network, and I think it would be something we want to be involved with.
One thing, Ted, and I know
And the other thing is, we have a meeting on the 28th with the conservatory to see how we can work together with ORDA and the conservatory and marketing and working harder to bring more people to the concert series in the summertime. And that's going to be on Monday at 11:30. Yes. Oh, wait. This gentleman had his hand up, and then I'm going to go to you. Yes.
What is ORDA's position with respect to the Belleayre Resort?
Okay. All I can tell you on that is that there's a unit management plan that has been put together, and the Department of Environmental Conservation is going to carry the ball on that because they started it, and we'll take it to public vetting. And once that happens, I think we'll see, once there's public comments, we'll know where that other projects is going to go,
On the mountain bike.
which is soon. which is soon, sir, in the red jacket. I'm sorry. It's not what's.
On the mountain biking issue, a real mountain biker doesn't need a lift.
Correct. I like that. We have two options. We have one lift service, and we have one that's totally flat land.
I don't mean for,
Well,
I Tommy riding up, Roaring Brook.
I gotcha. Bruce.
I think actually you touched on it already. I wondered if you'd looked into or considered the long-range plan for the old High Mount ski area, but I think you kind of touched on that before with the DEC, because I think with High Mount becoming part of Belleayre and becoming, you would turn this into a world-class ski area that we could really compete with Vermont, bring money, green stuff, keep the Catskills green, bring money. That's what we like.
So the High Mount area, you know, I knew the Davenports. I've raced over there at High Mount when I was a kid. I know what it's like, and it's, you know, the way it works in contiguously with Belleayre. It's a natural fit. We just have to see how the process goes with the unit management plan, and then the Crossroad people, then they make their move, and then, yeah.
But this is something that you're aware of.
Actively
and
involved
could-
in.
Actively,
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
What a great place this is. I'm coming back.
Correct.